Hi there, my name is Angie and I'm a people-driven software engineer. Language connects people, and for me that's true whether it's speaking Spanish and French with clients or JavaScript with teammates. Throughout my career, I've fostered partnerships and led initiatives that bridge differences and drive impact, from the marketing industry to the TSA. As a full-stack developer, I continue to use language, however this time to create change on a larger scale. This year, a report by DeepL found that 70% of US enterprises with global operations say they face operational challenges due to language barriers on a daily basis. These challenges could effectively lead to reduced productivity, reduced creativity, and of course, reduced participation among teams. So that's why I built MangoBridge. MangoBridge is a multilingual communication platform designed for global teams and created to deliver authentic cross-language collaboration. We're going to take a look at what's inside of MangoBridge, but before we do, I wanted to share the tech stack that I used to create this app. All right, so here's what I used for my front end, back end, and of course my APIs. Specifically with DeepGram, I used the speech-to-text API and the text summarization API. And with DeepL, I used the translation API. Here we are on the landing page, and a few of the features that MangoBridge offers is real-time translation in 13 plus languages. We also have group collaboration, meeting summarization, and we also have an integrated calendar. Okay, so let's go ahead and log in. So I'm going to log in here as Marcus. Okay, and the first thing that the user will see are recent messages from other members of the same company. So here I have this fictional company called Tech Hub, and we can view different messages that have been sent from around the globe. For instance, we have Lucas here who sent his original message in Portuguese and had it translated to English. We have Priya who's responding in English and translating it to Portuguese. You'll notice that we have up here our messages that need to still be read. So let's go ahead and check out those group chat messages. We have a total of 3 messages, and within our group chats, we can see that there's one in the engineering team that we'll go ahead and read. Okay, so Priya sent this. All right, and now that number up here has been updated to 2. So let's go back to our homepage. And here I want to send a message. Let's say we'll do it in Chinese. Okay, let's see, anything. We can type it out or record ourselves. I'm going to record myself. So excuse my pronunciation. Here we go. 你好，我爱你，我要2个鸡蛋. We'll stop that recording. During this time, we also want to preview that translation to see if it actually transcribed correctly or translated correctly what I wanted to say. And sure enough, it did. Here we are. So once we feel okay with that message, we can send it off or choose a different language to send this into, but I'll go ahead and just send it in English. Alrighty, there we can see my message was sent, and I can edit it, delete it, or archive it. So I'm going to actually just archive it. Next up, we have our calendar tab. This is showing us all the things that we need to get done. So tomorrow it looks like we have a meeting. Let's see, team holiday social. All right, and it's taking place virtually in events or remote. These colors here are just meant to show what needs to get done, right? We have here 7 events. We can edit, we can complete them, delete them, and so forth. Let's go ahead and look at our record meetings tab. So for this one, the idea behind it is that your coworkers or boss, they pull you in for a quick meeting. And let's say that meeting is initially meant to last 5 minutes, but it ends up lasting 15, 20 minutes. You can record yourself here or record what's going on and then have that summarized. So I'm going to show a quick example of how this works, speaking Spanish or any of these other languages, and then having that translated to English. Familia pequeña. Mi familia no es muy grande, somos solo 4 personas. Mi madre, mi padre, mi hermana y yo. También tenemos un perro. Yo soy mayor que mi hermana, pero ella es más alta. Yo tengo 12 años y ella 11. Mis padres se llaman Javier y María. Mi hermana se llama Sara y yo Luis. Vivimos todos juntos en una casa muy bonita. I'm going to stop the recording there. I'm not going to read the entire thing, but you can see that our API does a really good job of capturing all of that audio. And I can edit anything that I see here that is not looking very accurate if I need to, but I think this looks pretty good. So we'll translate that to English, and then we'll generate a summary for that. Okay, and with that said, I wanted to share a piece of code that was a bit tricky for me. With this piece of code, the issue that I was having was handling the timing. So I wanted to have the two badges appear where we could see the total amount of unread messages as well as the individual unread messages for each group. My solution was to update the local state right after firing off the database and manually mark all messages as read in the client-side group. So my group messages here. Okay. Then we also wanted to render group chats right down here and use this updated local data to recalculate badge counts. When the user refreshes or switches tabs, the server data comes back and everything stays in sync. So I'm able to update the UI now based immediately on what we expect to happen, rather than waiting for the server to give us confirmation. Some of the features that I'd like to incorporate for the future would be something like a video call feature, message reactions, better search functionality, and possibly a voice agent. So all that said, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this demo, and I appreciate connecting with you on LinkedIn if we're not already connected, and possibly working together as well. Thank you so much. Bye now.